All right, family. Peace and black power. Y'all already know what it is. There's another after party. We just had another debate. Akasha versus KOT. Was the Anunnaki spoken of in the Bible? Akasha came away with the win. Congratulations to her. And let me see. Let me get this link out here immediately. I'm not going to waste any time with that. Let me get that up there. Okay, there we go. All right. So the link's out there, family. And yeah, let me let y'all know the debate is currently blocked worldwide. I'm fixing that right now. I'm in the process of fixing it, so don't panic. Y'all will get a chance to see the debate. I just got to wait for this thing to process, and then we're going to take care of this. All right. But yeah, but for right now, it's currently blocked, and it's freaking crazy. I'm telling you, this debate has been cursed. I am convinced this debate was cursed. But yeah, if I was spooky, I would totally blame this on some voodoo hex or some crap or whatever. I totally would. But that's just me. But yes. Anyways, I digress. What's going on, Mo? How you?
Hey, peace, Psycho.
What's going on?
You said the Anunnaki got you.
Yeah, the Anunnaki. Yeah, they was being very mischievous. Just a lot of things going on.
Yeah. Well, my first Anunnaki experience, so you know, I don't have too much to add to this.
Yeah. I've heard these topics many times, so I'm familiar with the talking points. Um, let's see. I do know. Uh, I let's see. Both of the openings were lackluster. I'm gonna be real. In my humble opinion, they was lackluster. Um, see, KOT's premise was decent. I felt like they both needed 15 minutes in their premise. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Hmm.
I felt like they both needed 15 minutes. Their premise seemed like they both ran out of time, and they both seemed like they had a lot more to say. Especially like KOT was just getting into Gilgamesh, and then with like 10 or 15 seconds left. I know he wanted to talk about that a little bit longer. So he definitely had about 15 minutes worth of information he probably needed to get out there. And then Akasha also seemed like she needed more time. She spent like half of her premise round on one slide.
Right.
When she just had the scriptures up, and she was reading the scriptures that was on the screen, but it took so much time though, and it was just one slide. I'm not sure if that affected y'all when y'all was judging or whatever, but I noticed that. Um, and I felt like uh, I felt like it was some things left out there that she definitely wanted to touch on, but didn't have enough time to do so. And then then the rebuttal round. I thought Akasha did good in her rebuttal. I thought she did good in her rebuttal. KOT had a oh, he he kind of was getting repetitive in his rebuttal. I felt like it was getting kind of repetitive. He kept hammering home the same point. I felt yeah he could have did better. I felt like in that moment. And then the rapid fire. Um, he he was definitely animated to say the least. Um, he was definitely to say the least. He was definitely animated. Um, he kind of was like he kind of didn't really let her answer the questions or whatever. But I guess that's because he was trying to shoehorn it into a yes or no, and she was trying to elaborate on things, and he wasn't letting her elaborate on shit. And then when it was time for her Q&A, he he was kind of avoiding certain questions. I felt like it felt like he was avoiding certain questions or whatever. Um, yeah, yeah. So I could see how people felt like Akasha wanted to debate.
Yeah, he was excited.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, over. Yeah, sometimes they get so hyped that they forget that you're being judged, and you people are trying to understand what you're saying, and they kind of overshadow themselves. But I think if his slides would have been if read more readable, um, to see what he was making his comparisons, um, I probably wouldn't miss that. I didn't miss it. I I just wasn't sure because I couldn't read it. I couldn't read it. I was hearing him, and then he has such a thick accent, because he talks very fast
yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot. They get so passionate.
yeah. I accent don't bother me as well. I guess because I'm used to a Florida accent. He got a Florida accent.
Oh, you used
Yeah,
to hear them.
yeah, yeah. I'm used to hearing Florida accents. Yeah,
Oh, you're from Florida?
yeah. He from Florida. Yeah.
Gotcha.
hmm See, we got Blue and Angel up here. What's going on?
Peace. Hey, Blue. Yeah, we definitely.
What's going on? What's going on?
I'm catching up to you, Blue. It was 78 in Philly today.
Ooh,
Like, right.
Okay. Good
um,
sunshine.
man, finally.
yes. Um, yeah, that Florida accent is definitely a thing, but you're right. I've been hearing KOT debate for years, so I'm kind of used to it.
Mm.
It was a time though where, a lot of people would say they couldn't understand KOT. So he's actually gotten a lot more clear over the years.
Oh wow.
Yes, yes. And that's really what it is. When he slows down and paces himself, it comes through a lot more clear, like
Yeah.
very purposeful.
Mm,
Um, I'm just up here real quick. I just wanted to make a comment as a spectator tonight. Um, the way I see the Anunnaki thing is very interesting. To be honest with you, I actually agree with KOT stance, believe it or not. Um, I don't just look at this like what's the word in there. See, it all depends on how you view the Bible. The first character that comes to mind is somebody like a Superman, right? You have people that say that Superman's character is related to maybe Greek mythology or even Egyptian
Jesus.
mythology. Right.
Mm,
So Anunnaki was something that was out years and years and years before the Bible was even a thing. And there are people who look at the Bible kind of metaphoric, and they look at some of the characters, quote unquote, in the Bible as other beings and deities and things like that, rewritten. And that's how I see the Anunnaki in the Bible. So just wanted to say that just to have something to add until everybody else starts to come up.
yeah, I thought you actually just made a good point, and I think sometimes your faith can kind of get in the way because
Yes.
technically the strongest argument is that the Bible it comes from those texts. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an amalgamation of the Sumerian texts,
Mhm.
the the Epic of Gilgamesh, different stories like the Epic of Gilgamesh and all of that. So I think if you start from there and kind of work your way out, because even the language it even goes back, right? But I think he's trying to argue from like it's just a different culture with false gods, and that's gonna be a tough one when you can just easily. It's really the same culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like the foundation of that culture. So I think less separation of it would have helped, but I think trying to argue from the standpoint of like upholding the God of the Bible and then trying to say, well, there these are just different deities that God mentioned, and it's like I can
Mhm.
see it, but I think you're making your job a lot harder though than what it has to be.
Yeah.
I think the start was that way of coming from Mesopotamia, Samaria. I was trying to follow it, but then after that, after the opening, it just kind of went to the scholars and making a comparison. Like I said, if I would have actually, if I could have been able to follow what he was saying on the screen, I probably would have leaned with series as well because his comparisons, and I was trying to understand it, but I ain't never heard it before, so I was like, oh my goodness, come on, let me. Okay, work with the
Yeah,
sister. I have no
yeah.
look.
You're
I had no
talking.
background knowledge. I was just like, this is all new. Okay, let me figure this out. you
Yeah,
know.
the Anunnaki, we're talking centuries and centuries and centuries
Hmm.
before the Bible. And yes, Erica, I was noticing your comments when I was in and out of the comments during the debate. And that's what I kind of try to touch on at the end of the judges' recap is it kind of came down to depending on how people absorb debate, right? Some people were looking at it like, well, technically, the word Anunnaki is not in there, so you lose, but when you really pay attention to what KOT was saying, it's broader than that. You know what I mean? But then we have to get into performance. And in some rounds, I can completely see how Mo saw Akasha outperformed him when you're talking about the battle and you're panicking and let me, it's my turn to answer. And she doing most of the talking. People can equate that to, oh, she won that round. So KOT has to do a better job with being clear and concise on what it is that he's arguing.
Yeah, he
So
gotta
yeah,
control his rapid fire. Yo,
yes.
I can't.
Blue thought it was
Akasha goes.
hers.
Man, are you? I'm looking like, hold up. Are you serious right now? She's gonna
Yeah.
ask you questions for 10 minutes, bro, and you just spent 10 minutes explaining. Like,
Yes. Yeah, you're right, Erica. It does get into opinion. Erica, for those that don't know, she has experience with being a judge. So she's looking at it from all these different angles as well. Absolutely, Erica, you're right. But guess what? Isn't that what the part of debate is about, right? Trying to convince us. And a lot of people believe you're talking about myths anyway when you're talking about the Bible. Not everybody takes the Bible literally. And I'm speaking broadly there. I'm not speaking for myself or anybody else. So it does break down to, okay, let's pretend like even if you don't believe, you have to look at it like, okay, there's this fictional book. Were they talking about this character? And if we just say, yeah, the name is not in there, debate's over, that doesn't make for much of a debate. And furthermore, for everybody, this didn't come out of anywhere. This is something that people actually debate because of like we kind of mentioned the terms Nephilim, fallen angel, the giants that were mentioned in Genesis. People tie that into these Mesopotamian mythological characters, the Anunnaki. So yes, absolutely. Yeah, I did enjoy it. I actually enjoyed it myself. I agree. So,
yeah, I need another debate on it though. I need something more in depth as far as the story itself, because I done heard stories about uh them first the first people that they create have like one less chromosome, and then they correct that. And, I mean, I don't know, but I'm trying to see if it was interpreted that way or if that's how it's written.
mhm.
Don't ask me.
You
Yeah,
know what
because
I
it's
thought was
wild.
interesting? Psycho, you thought they could have used 15 minutes. I see that completely different. They were struggling to like get through the open because it's really, it's
Mhm.
not much you can really touch on from the angles that they were taking. I don't know what else could have been presented. Maybe. I don't know. So you thought 5 minutes they could have like filled out some more information, Psycho? I know that you've seen these type of debates before as well.
Okay, ran
KOT
out of
definitely
time.
seemed like he had more time.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely seemed like he had more time. Kasha too. To be honest, because like I said, she spent half her round just reading those Bible verses that she had on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like she had. I mean, this is her premise, right? So I felt like she had more at the end.
Mm-hmm. Mo, did you see anything in Akasha's premise that started to present like a rebuttal? I was concerned that people would look at that like it was a rebuttal, but at the same time, it was like, well, she is the negative in this. She has to prove that they don't exist. But did you see like maybe a line being crossed with addressing KOT's argument too much in her round?
In the wait, you
Her
in which you
presentation?
said her premise?
Yeah.
In her premise? Yeah, so when I first was looking at her information, her premise and how she had the slides set up, um at first I thought I was like, wait a minute, is she doing a premise or she's doing a rebuttal? But the way she had it set up and where she spent her time on her 3 points is kind of like that kind of drew the line for me. Like I took it as her mentioning it and then
Mhm.
coming back and then sharing what her argument was going to stand on.
Mhm.
Because at first I was leaning towards that, because I think it was like a line of what she was standing on, and then it was KOT, and then it was like more information explaining that. So it's almost like she was sharing what her stance was, and then she mentioned what his was, and then she elaborated.
Mhm.
So it almost was like a fine line between, and then but the way she ended it was all just based on what she was standing on.
Yeah.
So I kind of gave her a little benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, my favorite round was definitely her rebuttal and her closing. And for me
Right,
it was KOT's presentation.
right.
I think he got very technical with what his argument was. Yeah.
I thought that the way he presented, given never seeing or hearing the information before,
Mhm.
um, on how he was bringing it in reference to the title, I just thought that his presentation, if I could have really, if he really, if they set it up just a little bit different for it, I think he was so passionate on what he was saying and how he was delivering it that he forget that, hey, somebody's actually looking at it. And so it
Mhm.
was more, um, and then identifying the source Britannica so much when he actually had the content that was relevant. I thought that, I think that sometimes if the debaters keep a lot of their reading in their notes and just highlight the main points of what they're trying to say on the slide so we can come better follow them, it will be
Mhm.
so much better.
Yes.
Because they condense so much on one slide, and so you hear them, although I thought he had a really good line towards it, I just somehow in between I was just like, okay, should I make that comparison?
Mhm.
But I didn't. I think that if he would have been able to bring in that Gilgamesh piece of that last ending that he was bringing in, I think it was giving me more of where he was, how he was, uh bringing the old into the modern, so to speak,
Mhm.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then, but I thought that if he would have continued to really stand those points out versus what the scholars were saying, it just kind of overshadowed what he was really doing with the work. I think he could really present it just a little bit better, and it would have been a I would have been able to understand it better. Um, and Akash, I just think I just been able to follow her little information just a little bit better than his, and then she just kind of got the best of him in the rapid fire, just or whatnot. And then the ending, I'm not sure why. I think that his closing could have done him some justice if they would really have their points on a slide, and not just try to go off the top of their head. And then at that point, it just seems like they just get emotional and
Mhm.
they just forget how to close. I thought she did a good job
And
closing.
that's a good point. You prefer that more so, but yeah, I can see
Mhm.
that too. You just need a clear closing, and
Yeah.
it ain't clear when you just because it's you want to try. I get it too. You want to try to recap the debate,
Mhm.
Hmm.
but I think it's just gonna be better just to go ahead and go back over your points. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And then go from there if you want to freestyle what the differences were and where you and the opponent's arguments collided, then that's one
Hmm.
thing. But I think you're right. We just need to stick with having something that just kind of almost like the opening round, but just the closing. for it, you know.
Right.
Mhm.
It's always a better listen when you could hear them be able to recap it properly.
Yeah.
But like I said, I didn't have any background on it, neither one, Bible or that. So I was just like, okay, they're gonna really have to share, explain this to me
Yeah,
and make this work. Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully KOT, you got a lot of that feedback. He did say at the end of the debate, he wanted to hear, and,
Hmm.
that's the mark of a true debater. This is not his
Hmm.
first time saying, I'm just here to win the argument. It's just about making an argument. He's such a good sport. He doesn't get
Hmm.
emotional or upset if he loses a debate. For him to just get the information out is a big deal, and that's a great quality in a debater. But he did say that he wanted to get some feedback on what the issues were. And I don't want you to get caught up on only us talking about font and things like that, because font is not going to lose a
Mm-mm.
debate. It's going to help you
No.
with a point here or there if we can
Right.
follow your presentation and if you put some work into that presentation. But it sounds like ultimately KOT is just clarity of argument, flowing it together, giving, putting in a proper
Hmm.
sequence, slowing down when you explain it, reiterating in case we missed it, because you tend to go a little bit fast. Make it plain so that we can understand, because you typically have really good arguments. And
Hmm.
you got a couple of good ones coming up too, KOT. You're going to be
Hmm.
debating Fi on if we should be whooping our kids, uh, and you're going to be debating Rio, I believe, on whether technology is causing us to be dumb, for lack of a better word. So it's going to be some good stuff coming up. I think he's also debating whether, what is it, radio and TV needs to be censored, and they're including the internet, like YouTube and things
Mm.
like that, under TV. I think he's doing that with Apollo, but don't quote me on it. But yeah, these are some excellent. I mean, we're talking amazing topics
yeah.
that you do not hear people talking about. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
yeah, KOT, you got some good opportunities to still pull out some wins. Just pull that energy that you had from about 2 years ago, when you slowed down. It wasn't too much. You were just sitting in a room, no backdrop. You were just there in the camera and you was doing your thing. I would love to see that KOT again. That would be my feedback, just off of the experience that I have with you.
Hey, is he the affirmative on the technology one? I just said somebody's technology. He gonna come
I
over here and beat
forget.
that up.
Rio was saying that he could take either side of it.
Oh.
Typically, the way I do it on a website, unless something is like somebody didn't clarify it with me, the person on the home screen, the person whose name is first, or the one
First,
that's on the when you're facing
The,
the screen on the left side,
hmm.
that's the affirmative. So I try to keep it that way to make it easy for Psycho when he's setting it up, and when I set up the judges' forms to make sure I remember when the affirmative goes first.
I
So
figured that.
yeah.
I could have figured that. I said, okay, I think she puts the affirmative first. Left
Yes,
side.
affirmative always goes first and they always close last in the debate. So, all right, y'all. Well, again, good job. Thank you again for everything, Mo. I'll be seeing you soon at one of the upcoming debates. I'm going to go get ready to go lay down and listen in, and I will be updating the website with Akasha and KOT's scores. It's really filling up. It's getting exciting with the standings.
oh yeah. So what was those scores?
The scores were 67 for KOT and a 73 for Akasha. And Cycle did tell me they sent their premises on time. So we'll just be adding this to their averages tonight.
Okay,
All
perfect.
right, y'all. Have a good night, everybody.
You
Good
know,
night.
Y'all already know it. Yeah, it look like ain't nobody jumping up tonight, man.
yeah,
That- you got it, Blue.
You got the whole week off, man. They give you the week. Well, I don't know, cause
week,
that Honey and
man.
Taz debate. Yeah, yeah, the Honey and Taz gonna probably be an all-nighter. I ain't gonna lie. I just got through beating her up a few hours ago. Matter of fact,
Who you beat up?
wow,
I saw y'all was going back.
Honey,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, Honey.
what's your
She
next debate? Oh, there go Kasha.
I debate Domo on Sunday. Cultural cohesion, stall white supremacy.
What is it again?
There's cultural cohesion, stall white
Oh,
supremacy. Hmm.
uh-oh.
Yeah, so yeah, he finna die.
Oh,
He finna die on that one. This yeah, Chef Boyardee Blue showing up for that one. Best believe he cooking.
Hey, Akasha.
How you doing, Dr. Mo? Again, thank you, Psycho. Thank you to all three of the judges, or all four of the judges, including the chat, and thank you to KOT. This wasn't even a debate that KOT and I had in the can from the tournament. KOT and I have actually been trying to get this Anunnaki debate out for years. So I'm glad that we finally got to go back and forth on this title.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, fire. Don't nobody show up. We shutting it down. Ain't nobody finna just be
Oh,
entertained by me all goddamn night.
uh, and Psycho, I want to apologize too. You know, I was at work, and so as soon as we were through, when he was through doing his closing, I was on my laptop. I shut my laptop and uh, I mean, had you on my phone, and you like my mind, it slipped. Like I don't know, like I'm sitting up thinking like everything's gonna transfer to the phone, and I'm like, okay, well, it's the end, you know. So I didn't just come back up. I was like, I'll be up.
That's why I'm like, I just got. The good news is I got promoted the best. So, but I ain't got to take no more calls. But I damn sure got to work down through my damn debate. I'm like, well, y'all got me. Shit. But I don't got to do nothing. So that's the good thing. I ain't got to take no calls or nothing. I just got to make sure everybody on the clock.
Mm.
That's it.
So,
So,
Akasha, I got a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
uh,
Um, was it? Did you agree with the deity um being called Anunnaki?
No,
Was
not
it?
at
Was it
all.
the
The
murder?
deity.
Murder?
No, the deity that he was referencing was uh, a deity named Merdek Baal, and but then he went to a scripture in Jeremiah, and like I wasn't trying to be funny, like I couldn't hear him, and I thought he said 15 and 2. He said 50 and 2. That's why I was like, no, because 15 and 2 says this, and he's like 50. And I was like, okay, well, let's read it then. But then even when we read it, like he was like, the Britannica says this, and I'm like, I'm reading it directly out of the Bible. And that's not what the Bible said. And so like he got mad because I wouldn't agree with what he was saying. But I mean, he's coming from the Britannica. His source, one source was the Britannica, as to where mine, when it was a debate about, whether whatever was, mentioned in the Bible. I came with the Dead Sea Scrolls, with the Apocrypha, with the Bible, and even the Ethiopian Bible. And nowhere in any of those texts, did you see this? And on top of that, what I asked him was, he said, he. And I'm like, this is separating them, says that Bell, which was used first, which was not even the ending of the deity that he was talking about, and Murdoch. He's talking about
Marduk.
someone named Murdoch. I'm like, this is not the same. And on top of that, it says she.
Yeah.
So
So
are we going to say that this is a he or a she? We need to figure that out first of all, And like you're trying to equate
he
this
wait.
deity, but you mean like you're
He said
giving
it's
the
a
wrong name and
hermaphrodite.
misgender. Yeah, and misgendering it. So how could I
That's when he
possibly
fucked
say
up.
yes to that? How could I
He's
say
supposed
yes
to
to
Yeah.
that?
say that, yeah, it is that. Like he was because if you, that's why I was like his faith kind of got in the way because you automatically throw the God of the Bible. We don't know who that God of the Bible is. They give him a bunch of different names. The text that you have is the Cyrus cylinder. You go to Isaiah 50, you read that, and then you go to the Cyrus cylinder and be like, see, Marduk is the God of the Bible. There you go, right there. But it's the same scripture, but I mean it's the same in scripture. The only difference is it doesn't mention the Israelite God. The God that it mentions is Marduk. And so
I
if he was
did.
like, this is where it comes from.
So
This is
that's why
based
niggas
scripture.
call their mama my dudes. Okay.
You
All right. I'm
silly.
confused.
But Psycho, you were absolutely right because I had that whole list of passages from the biblical canon, and they were all like to hammer the point that no Anunnaki nor the Anunnaki were mentioned. And I just was reading them, and then I looked over at my time, and I was like, I got 5 minutes. No, I got to forget this. I was like, read them yourself. It went to my next slide. It was like, oh no.
For real.
Yeah.
He had moves like I don't know. That's why I say if you gonna come in with that, you gotta come in as an outsider. You can't come in from the inside of it trying to connect the dots. Cause I'm like, you gonna be trying to connect. Like, nah, you gotta make this book their book. Like, no, this is the Sumerian text. Like, this is where it comes from. This story is Sumerian. This story is Sumerian. Like, yeah, all of this shit is Sumerian. The language. Like, I don't know what he did with that, bro. He was easily supposed to trace the language right back to them. Like, bro, this is the language. Like, we're not even writing until this shit comes into play. But I think some of that is fighting against that information and trying to use it is gonna be hard. But that Cyrus cylinder, that should have been something that he had in his chamber. I don't know why he was in Jeremiah. I'm like, bro, I'm going straight to Isaiah. Can you read that for me? And then you go straight to the artifact, which I don't believe the artifact is real, but hey, you can't prove it's not. So
See, I'm mad because I missed their premise rounds. I came in during the rebuttal rounds. So I didn't see y'all premise. I just saw the rebuttals and then the rapid fire and the closing.
I
Which
think
rapid
KOT
fire, it's
did
like you
solid.
had 2 rapid fires.
Bro, I
You
was
said you think
lost on your
KLT left?
mind.
Yeah, bro. I was like, bro, she is completely controlling his rapid fire round.
Obliterated. I was like, man, I know he ain't just do this. I said, hold on, man. Why is she asking questions first? After this man, that man was 10 minutes he spent explaining shit, reading shit.
Yep.
Look, I'm like,
And
nigga,
then when he had her read, like Blue, when he had her read the scripture, I'm like, you should have read the scripture
yeah,
yourself
you
and
gotta
then
read that
had her answer about it. Don't have her read it. She
Yeah,
could take it,
you
whether
know I'm
she was
finna
doing it on
slow
purpose or
roll
not,
that,
she could
man.
take her time. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
bro,
saying?
what? Nigga,
Just
I
sit
can't
there and,
see.
oh, Jeremiah 15. Like, what? I ain't
Huh.
gonna read this shit fast.
The 15 of the that's all the back off the back. I'm in the wrong scripture off the back. You should have
Yeah, I'm
flipped
gonna
to the
keep
right
reading the
one.
wrong one.
Yeah, right. This brother don't say nothing
I
about
gonna ask you.
Anunnaki.
I gonna ask you to read my shit. No, I'm gonna read it myself, and then you respond to what I read.
Yeah, I don't know what KOT had going on. That man
And
just
then
handed
when
over.
she read the wrong scripture, he let her look for the next scripture. Nah, bro, damn all that. We not doing that.
I was like, bro, that's 5 minutes gone, bro. Like, man, that was the
Yeah, that's half
easiest
your
knock
round,
off.
bro.
Yeah. I will say though, I think some of the questions, they're your question round. You let them talk a little bit more. You need to let them get some of that shit out. You know what I mean? Because you didn't need all of your questions. You really didn't. You had a few questions that you could have let him go ahead and talk himself into a circle a few times before you just cut him. Just went on ahead and cut him. Because he was gonna say some shit that didn't make no sense. He has to because of how the doctrine is set up. There's no way he gonna always double talk. He gonna want because he trying to stand on both. You can't stand on both. You know what I mean? So he trying to hold up the Bible and the Anunnaki. So he gonna say some shit here, and he gonna undermine that shit low key because the shit in his heart. Like
But that was the whole thing is that, like, if you listen, I would ask a question and I would give him space to speak. And he mean, like, he just, no, like, you're just going on, but you didn't answer my question. And I'll be like, don't worry, I'll just move on. And then, like, I can't even get questions out because he's talking all over me. That's why I was like, calm down. You're flailing. Like, I mean, you won't even let me ask the question, but you talk like
nah, they
you.
got
And then
they
even,
got
but
murder.
you wouldn't. You can't even answer a question because you haven't even heard what the question is because you're talking all over me. Like, oh, okay, I get it.
Y'all shit look crazy. Like if somebody just came in during the rapid fire round, y'all shit look crazy. You don't know what was going on.
Yeah, he was hot. He was mad by the rapid fire though. I was like, yeah, KOT hot. This should be interesting. Rapid fire, but he couldn't do nothing with it. I was like, this nigga can't.
Hey, Akasha, did you have a pre-written rebuttal?
You hear her, Akasha? Oh, she
She
must
must have
be.
went out.
Yeah, she is working.
Scratched up, man.
Yeah, it looked like she went off the top though. Looked like she went off the top. She did solid though. This is definitely a better showing. Uh, I thought it was a better showing from KOT. I get it though from you too though, Dr. Mo, because it is for a minute when
You
especially when I
thought
first
that
moved
was a
out.
better showing? Shit, I thought that's trash, man.
KOT.
I thought it was
I
just
thought,
not like it was an entertaining debate,
yeah,
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
No,
It
my rebuttal
wasn't.
wasn't pre-written. I was when he was giving his premise, I was taking notes and googling. That's how I was able to, because I knew because the Zachariah Stitchin is was a prominent person, so I knew he was going there. So I had that one debunked already, but the other two that he had brought up during his premise, I had never heard of them before, so I had to hurry up and find if they had been debunked, and they were. And then the Deets person had actually debunked his Zachariah Stitchin. And so I'm like, yeah. So no, everything that came out in his premise that I could, quickly jot down and look up, that's where my rebuttal came from. It was
Yeah,
strictly
I feel
real
like that hurt
time.
him. I ain't gonna
but
lie.
when you say they debunked Zachariah Stitcher,
Mm,
like you didn't show that they debunked it, you just said it.
she just said it. Yeah.
No, but I gave the source where he was debunked at.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah,
I'm
Because
just
I
saying for me
didn't
it's like you
it
didn't point
because
out like
Like
this
she.
claim is false. Da, 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 like to me, that's all. It's just like,
no,
yeah, you saying it's debunked, but
Like
that
say what
don't
they
make it
said.
debunked.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That
yeah,
don't make it
no,
debunked.
No, I didn't. I didn't. And what I did was I said, okay, in this year, in this, this book title, this is where they were debunked at. Because I don't use, I don't use a canned rebuttal, so I don't have slides for it. So in my rebuttal rounds, I'm not bringing up anything. I don't want to waste any time. But I mean, listening to the judges, maybe I'll start doing that from now on. Quickly, the same way that I quickly Googled those things and had it all lined up. I can just quickly slide some slides in there. So that it can be seen. It's not just me telling you. You can see where I went to debunk these things. So that's a note for me.
Yeah, this was yeah, I think he yeah, I think it's just certain stuff that kind of didn't make his argument strong as it should have been. I don't even think you even need the
I,
Zacharias thing.
I think it's hard to understand KOT. Like he remind me of Madonna. Like it's hard to follow his argument. It's not his accent for me. It's like how he's arguing with his argument. It just don't.
Yeah, yeah, how
It
he
just be
set it
all
up.
over the
It
place to
take too
me.
long to get to the
Yeah,
point. That's it, really. It's just taking too long to get
because
to
I
the
get
point.
the point of saying, hey, the name is not there, but the characteristics, the description, these entities exist within. Like I can point them out, but I don't know, you gotta be able to show it clearly.
I thought his opening round was clear.
Y-
I say I ain't
If
see
his
that.
premise is as clear as his opening round, then it's better, but it
So I didn't
wasn't.
see neither of they openings, so
Yeah.
can't speak to that
See,
or
he
they
did.
premise.
Yeah, he did that, but then Akasha comes behind and say, "No, that ain't what that is." You
Mm,
know. So then you gotta figure out, okay, is it not? I that's why I
yeah,
think that the presentation of how you're presenting where you're getting it from and lining up, making it clear so that we can understand it
Mhm.
and see it. That's where
Yeah.
I'm talking about the slides from. Like show it, make it clear because I'm following them. But then your opponent comes back and say, "Nah, that ain't real." You're like, "Uh oh,
yeah.
wait a
I think
minute."
the
Cause that's
language
the
is
whole that.
everything.
It's like remind me of when me and Rio debated and he kept saying something. I'm like, but you're not showing it. You just saying it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I can say it all. We can say it all day. You know what I mean? That's our opinion. That's the whole debate is our opinion. But you got to be
That's
able to
what
show what you're talking about. You know,
that's
because
Yes,
I
what
like
he
totally
really has
agree that
done
you know
Zachariah
today.
what?
Stitch had been debunked. As soon as I hear the
That's
name, I'm like, yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? But you still
Because
got to show
even
it.
letting her raise the question that it's not, there ain't no, like, bro, there's no Hebrew Bible. So what are you even, like, that's not the standard, it's the Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
And you automatically supposed to go, this is all they language. This shit comes from the same people who wrote, like, this is their shit. You don't have no
it.
original text in Hebrew. All your texts are in their language, Syriac and Aramaic and Sumerian. So you go to the Sumerian text, like boom, here we go.
See, that's how like how Blue is framing it coming through. Like he should have been debunking the hey, the Bible don't mean nothing. Like we came
Yeah,
before it. But I don't think he
he trying
approached
to
it
do
from that angle
both.
though.
He
Yeah.
was trying to make it like the
Make it
God,
fit in.
the God of the Bible. Yeah, he trying to make the Anunnaki fit into the Bible at the same time and saying like, nah, bro, that's like you making them a part of the Bible. That's not true.
You
Like, why
saying he
you
should
be?
have framed it like the Bible copied it or was influenced by
Yeah, this
these
is
entities or these
right.
stories.
This
Mm-hmm.
is that story. Here goes the story right
Mm-hmm.
here. Boom. And this is where it comes from. And this will even tell you. You got the scholars that'll tell you that this story comes from the Epic of Gilgamesh. This story comes from the you supposed to line that up automatically, and then with the language is right there for you. The language is boom in their language. Like, yeah, this is they shit. But
I think
he
he
trying
was
to
trying to
stand on
do.
Hebrew at the same. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's just confusing. I'm like, throw that away, bro. All it is, there ain't no Hebrew text. This script was written all of this script was originally written in this language. It's the same language from the Anunnaki.
What do you think about that, Akasha? What Blue saying?
I mean, he could make that argument, but if you remember, the Hebrew wasn't the only language that I brought up. I did bring up the Aramaic, and so like I listed out because I had my second point was all linguistics.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump on everything. So I'm gonna jump on what I can fight with.
Right
So
on.
you said Hebrew, that's all I need. The other stuff, I didn't even hear that. So really,
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna make a big
you
deal.
could try to rebut that about Hebrew, and I'd have just reminded you that the Hebrew isn't the only language that I pointed out.
Nah, but you ain't gonna show a language that don't come from somewhere. That's
Aramaic
where you
came
going.
before.
Aramaic came before what?
It came before the Sumerian.
Mm, no, Sumerian is your
Okay.
first writing. Then you get Aramaic
Okay.
after.
And that's
Aramaic
where.
is older
And that's
than
where.
what?
And that's where.
Where you find it?
Yeah.
Same area for the most
You
part.
said Aramaic came before Sumer?
Nah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, it couldn't. Nah, the Sumerian is your first
Nah,
writing
yeah,
text ever.
Sumerians was before that.
No, you find those things in the Sumerian conifer, but you're talking about the difference between a written and a verbal.
You said the no, so your Aramaic is your first of the uh what is it? Because they don't even have like an Aramaic. That's the beginning of like your Arabic and all of that. And but they don't really have that language. They only have like sister languages, and then they use those to to kind of reconstruct what the Aramaic would be or what it is. But nah. Your first one you get is that text. That's your first writing that you got. Is it comes from Sumer, and you get the Sumerian text, and then from there everybody is writing off of that. But you don't. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Just that's just finite. Let's just say that that's all we have at the moment. That's all we have. So yeah, you gonna go Sumer first for sure. And all of the writings, that's why all of them stories in the Bible, most of them come from Sumer. They're a mix up of other stories, but most of them are Sumerian. They come from Sumerian writings. That's why I don't even know what he was doing. Like that's your premise, bro. This is a Sumerian book. It comes from the Sumerian text. Like you gotta throw what you feel away instantly. Man, yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
hard
had to
when
get
you
back to my phone, but ain't that Zechariah Stitcher argument though? Don't he say it comes from Sumer too?
I think he's one of them, but really, I mean, he kind of trying to like validate, you know what I'm saying?
Aliens.
Like,
you
hold
don't
on, man.
understand how hard,
Now
like
you
honest
know,
to goodness, how hard it is to like try to put together an offense from like the pre-written premise from
Yeah,
KOT, because this is the second one that I've gotten from him, and he gonna keep all his information to the cup. I'm over here writing a whole dissertation
yeah,
and giving
yeah.
you my everything,
He gave
and
me
he
a
won't.
paragraph like this with no sources. I was like,
Right. I'm
bro.
like, I got two sentences, and he's like, there you go. You're like, okay. Well, I appreciate you
So,
so much, Brody.
That's the
so just
setup
so you
move.
know, Fi, you might as well go and get ready, bro. You finna
It's all
get
good.
about three sentences and no motherfucking no sources, bro.
Man, hey, Blue, we arguing if we should use corporal punishment for our kids. He's gonna use the Bible. I'm gonna tell
Oh
you now. That's gonna be his source, the
yeah,
Bible.
he got to. I mean, don't, nah. He ain't just gonna use the Bible though.
That's what he's gonna use. I mean, I ain't
Just
gonna
believe that.
base my debate on that, but that's how I think of KOT.
He outside the box, so
Corporal
it may
punishment.
come up, but I don't even see that being the basis of his argument. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
We gonna
It'll
see.
surprise me if that's his foundation. Like, now I can see it. I know it's gonna be in there, but I don't think he's gonna try to bring it up like that.
We gonna see.
Nah, he's
You can
really
say,
not like
spare the
that. The
rod, spare the
Anunnaki,
child.
Spell
the
No, he
Anunnaki,
gonna say some shit like that for
yeah,
sure.
the Anunnaki was his debate. This is something that he stands on, and like he is he's a Hebrew, but don't let that fool you. He's got some very interesting views.
Yeah,
So you might think that he's gonna come one way and one way alone, but he's gonna surprise you.
KLT different for real. Yeah,
Not gonna surprise me.
definitely. He gonna be ready and he gonna be mad.
Get a little hype.
Uh, yeah, yeah, he
He's just
gonna
gonna
get
make
it.
me laugh. I'm gonna
The
get
best verses
frustrated
I've
talking to that
seen
nigga
is
though.
him versus Taz. And he debate Taz. That was one of the best verses I see to him. That nigga was focused. He was hot from the gate. He was bad off the back.
You came in
Well, I
hot.
hope he focused when
He
he
came
come
in
here.
there
I hope that's
hot.
how he is.
He was did it out of the camera. That was dead at the camera. He was fighting. He was fighting. That shit was good. I fuck with that shit.
Mm. All right, fine. What y'all do with corporate punishment?
Yeah, basically, should we whoop our kids?
Mm.
Oh man,
Should we beat the babies?
this is a good ass debate though, bro. You don't understand. It really is.
Yeah. Beating the kids?
Should we beat on the babies?
I mean, you can frame it like that, but see, that's where it gets tough because that nigga fuck around, let you frame it just
Yeah, he might come a whole nother way on fire. All right,
hey,
fine.
Pause.
he's so wild, he might let you just frame it like that. Don't even.
And then he
That
come
guy
with
on
something
point.
else on your
He
head.
better check that shit.
Should we beat the
Yeah,
babies?
yeah, you
When is
gotta
that
check.
debate?
The 12th.
Mm, is that mine?
So that's what. Yeah, got me in
Y'all and these
Domo.
topics.
It's gonna be for sure.
Nah, Ebony, I got my share of whoopings. I'm a testament that whoopings don't help.
Nah, but you seen Ebony comments. She said Yara gonna tell her that the Hebrew came before the Aramaic. I mean the Arab. Yeah, the Hebrew came before the Aramaic. Yesterday in the
Yeah.
chat. Yara will say any goddamn thing to win it.
Mhm.
Believers will say anything.
Nah, y'all rock goddamn debate zealot. That nigga would debate any goddamn thing. Shit, like
Mm.
that's a cyborg, bro. I ain't even got time for that nigga no more, man. Or the energy. I'm done.
Mhm.
Yeah, I been people. He'll have your ass arguing hard, and he be just talking. He be just using the official report. He be like, bruh.
Mm.
Yeah, he's slick. Man. He ain't even gonna lie. That shit funny.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he talking about the
And
options.
what's Taz and Honey debate on Thursday?
Should what is it? Is
Oh yeah,
reparations be paid by like
the
state
feds
or
of the state.
federal or something
Oh,
like
state or
yeah,
federal? Okay.
yeah.
Interesting because I would say both, but
It's gonna be a tough one though, cause he taking the federal side, so
Mm.
that's
yeah.
typically against his own argument.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Because
it's
yeah,
gonna
he
be
usually argue that it should be state to state, so it's gonna be
mhm.
interesting.
Mm.
So that's why I'm wondering what is Honey's angle with that.
Hey,
Cause
real
yeah,
quick.
She gonna probably use this the states that are, I mean, local government that's already doing
what
it.
up, and yeah,
What's
Ain't
happening?
no
What's happening?
federal. Yeah, but then the United States in the federal. I don't
But
think federal has
but
nothing.
then now he got what's in his what he might bring up. Y'all tell me if y'all think it's a good idea. The little thing that's going on with Ghana them and how it's being brought to the international level.
mhm,
That makes the argument more that
But
it should be federal.
yeah.
yeah, but it's already been given out in. Well, I mean, I'll be interested. I don't know. I'm
That's
not
what I'm
judging
like.
it because
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think
a
so.
fight.
But it's gonna be
It's a fight.
it'd be interesting of where you think because the states have already given. A few states have already given, so that should be easy.
Hmm. So yeah, that's gonna be
He
it's
gave her one. He definitely gave her an
Chicago,
IU.
North Carolina. There was
mm,
11
Well,
states that had it on the
he
list.
got to
Yeah,
perform.
Two have already issued.
what up,
reparations.
A
Hey,
nine?
what's good
Yeah,
with y'all? Hey,
The,
hey,
actually no,
congratulations,
and
Akasha.
Evanston, Earlist in Illinois, in
thanks.
Illinois.
Well, they
Both
were already given back. They were already given out in the 1800s. They were given to the white planters.
Hey, Blue.
right. That's what. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. What's up, Dr. Mo?
Hey,
Yo,
and I heard you talking about
Hey,
me the other day too.
I didn't say nothing bad about you.
It wasn't bad.
Oh yeah, I rock with you, Dr. Mo. We good. Um, hey, Blue, real quick. I'm working on our joint. I don't know if you thought about it yet. I just need to know: are you using the standard definition for crash out or something else? You ain't even got to tell me what it is, but just if it's something
uh,
else.
to be honest, I ain't even look at it.
Yeah.
I ain't even looked at the definition of it. Like for real, I would just I'll look at it though for real, and then yeah, hold on, let me look at it
They
real
not
quick.
say y'all ain't about to get him again. We gonna
Yeah. I mean, I really don't give a
Y'all are
shit
having
at
a
this.
crash
what
out debate.
what
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a shit no more. I'm just here to
definition.
do the. I'm just here to do the rest of the season. I see what it is, so I just show up and do what I got to do. If it win, it win. If it don't, it don't. I just need to know his definition, so that way, because I'm not gonna have time to prep next week and the week after, so I need to prep it this week.
You sound tired. You worked hard today.
I just been traveling, moving
Them
back and
voice is
forth.
heavy.
Yeah, just going back and forth from Macon to Atlanta. Just a lot right now.
Oh, I thought you was on the West Coast.
I mean, I moved
That's
around a lot, Dr. Mo.
crazy. I see. be in the wind.
Yeah, you gotta set these markets.
You worse
I
than me.
gotta I gotta set these markets, man. I'll be in North Carolina finally. I've been trying to get there for
Yeah,
a
I like
minute.
that. I'm good with the standard definition.
With the
The first one,
standard, like
Akasha,
what's that
that
sudden? What is it?
yeah, yeah, I like that. Sudden
All right,
crash out is slang for experiencing a sudden extreme emotional outburst, acting rashly, or having a mental breakdown due to intense stress or being overwhelmed. Yeah, I like that. I'm
bet,
good with that.
bet. Okay, yeah, that's all I need to know. That's it. Appreciate you. Um,
Please to change subject so I don't have to talk about what y'all just
I'm so mad that crash out is in the dictionary.
boy, ain't none.
what you say? What you say,
He's
for?
American.
No, I'm just saying that's yep, that's gonna be a good one. I'm
Yeah,
seriously looking forward to that debate.
I just been reading it, and it's yeah, no, it's dope. Nat Turner is I knew the story, but I didn't know the story.
Hmm
It's a dope ass story. Like
And that's one of the reasons I think it's gonna be a dope debate too, because I think a lot of us think we know the story. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah,
I think y'all gonna really get into it.
yeah. No, it's gonna be fun. Blue gonna do it justice. So we'll have a good time.
Yeah, nah, that's gonna be fire. It's gonna be fire.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
but you don't worry
Got
about me yet. You got a real fight. You got a real fight there. What's that on
you
Sunday?
talking about KOT? No, it's
No,
like
I'm talking about
next
Blue.
Sunday. Oh,
Blue. Blue got to debate
So
Damo.
wait a minute.
Uh,
Hold on. Ain't I
Right.
am I getting this right? You took a is Nat Turner a was Nat Turner a crash out with him, but you wouldn't take my Harriet Tubman with me?
yeah, because you changed the debate. You wanted to debate that she had traumatic brain injury, and that's a no
But
brainer.
that's but that was what I told you from the very beginning.
No, sweetheart, you didn't. I don't even want to argue with you. In the beginning, what you
So
said,
nice.
what you asked me in the beginning was, can we debate? Um, Basically, did she hear God's voice? That's what you wanted to debate. You said, did Harriet Tubman hear God's voice? And then you switched it up and sent me titles about traumatic brain injury. That's
yeah,
that's
let's talk about that. She had traumatic brain injury, y'all. Like that's a thing for real. I'm not.
Yeah, she got
yeah.
hit in the
Now she had a
head
she
with
got in the
a
head, right? Right.
she
I
got hit
did
in
So
not
the
know
head
that.
with a
Damn, I gotta do some reading.
I want to say it was a horseshoe. It was something, some metal object. She got hit in the head with it, and
So
all of a sudden she
yeah.
obviously
started
she
hearing the voice of
had
God.
Maybe I
exactly
just
what
don't
was in the
remember that.
title.
Yo, she literally changed the whole fucking title on me, bro.
I
Like, and I
gave him
was
five
like,
titles. What is he
and they
talking
all
about? Knock
and
it
they
off.
all was a sweetheart. They was all about traumatic brain injury though. Like it's not
Yes,
fair. Like
because
I'm
that was my stance.
okay,
TBI.
but so then at that point, I submit to your premise, right?
You ain't
I
worth it.
literally I literally say I submit to your premise. She had traumatic brain injury. You win.
It's
I
cool.
lose.
It's cool.
That's the
Because Rio
truth. No,
took it.
that's the
Rio
truth.
took
Shout out to Rio. Good luck. Um, I had enough difficult topics on my
Wait
schedule,
a
right?
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. What you mean shout
I'm
out to
finished.
Rio?
Shout out to Rio. I'm not. That's not. That's not my thing. Ebony,
Yeah.
yes,
I
I
Harriet
know
gave
Tubman
goddamn
him
well that man
Harriet,
ain't seen that debate.
I gave him a list
because
of five
hey, Blue, that's
titles
the crazy
and he
part though.
said, heck no.
That's not the topic that they debating, but that's the topic she debating that night. That's the crazy part, right? Like, so,
Oh man, god damn.
Harriet Tubman got laid out, bro. She definitely had traumatic brain injury. Anybody that don't know that, need to go study that and understand that. Bro. You are not going to
Yeah,
win a
I
debate.
am.
You are not going to win a debate, especially over here. Once everybody hears that Harriet Tubman got hit in the head and then saw visions from God. Yeah,
I'm
Good
bringing
luck.
real life neurologists into
Oh,
the
Yeah,
debate.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like neurology finna kill you. Like
I went to the neurology department and I was like, excuse me.
damn.
see, that's what I was saying. Like even with certain other debates, right? Niggas don't be trying to act like we don't know the title. Niggas be trying to understand your real premise, so that way we can have a good debate, right? Um, Trying to avoid being ambushed, but it's okay. I still got enough debates. Hopefully, make the
Bruh,
playoffs.
are you gonna try to say I
If
was
not,
trying to ambush you?
no, that's not what I was trying to say with you at
Okay.
all. I'm saying
Okay.
you did try to ambush me. I didn't say you was trying to. You
See,
did
you ain't
ambush
worth nothing. That's why don't nobody even talk to you. You just
That's
sit.
fine. Hey, you know what? You know what's dope though?
How am I
I got a whole,
ambushing you when I said
hey, look,
TBI
I got
in
a
the
whole,
title?
I got a whole family of people that talk to me. I don't need no new friends. Appreciate you.
Good,
It's
good.
a fact
We
that she
talking about the
had.
people in your head,
No, I'm
that
talking. No,
family of people in your head.
I'm talking about these beautiful women that love me, take care of me, sustain me. Yeah, all that. My
Well,
children,
I
my
mean,
business partners.
that's just taking
Shout
care
out
of
to
the
them.
elderly. That's taking
Yeah,
care of the
you know.
elderly. They're supposed
Hey,
to do that.
shout out to them. Elderly love is
Shout out to them.
yeah,
Shout out
elderly
to those
love.
wives.
Elderly loves is an amazing thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Man, I'm,
But yeah, you did try to set me up because you said
You knock
you
it off.
literally said, "Are we going to debate?" did Harriet tell me hear God's voice? And then you sent me debate topics about TBI. That's I don't know what else to tell you. Do you want me to read? You want me to read the titles again?
Run them.
All right, let's run them. I remember what she what she sent me was what we agreed upon on the top on the panel was did Harriet Tubman hear God's voice, right? And I even went back and listened to that when we had it. You didn't say nothing about no damn TBI or nothing, but it's okay. Let me get it. I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm about to pass out here in a minute too. Uh, Here we go. She says, here's title number one: Divine Revelation or Brain Injury. The voices behind Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. Hey, look, I'm gonna lose. She definitely
that's
had brain injury.
crazy.
All right, here goes the second one. Prophetic Calling or TBI, interpreting the visions of Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. I'm gonna lose. There's nothing I can do. Point number three, God's voice or medical conditioning, re-examining Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. That's still TBI. Number four, sacred vision or neurological effect. Debate on Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. Was it science ahead of its time or old time religion? And number five, and this is the best one, revelation resistance or head trauma. Like, come on, man.
That's funny as shit.
Five L's. That's a five loco, nigga. What are you talking about? Come on.
I sent you five to me. He said five bodies. Which coffin you want to lay
Which
in?
coffee you would have done there?
You can jump in this one.
Yeah,
Or we could, if you want to, we can clean it up. You can jump in this one.
yeah, clean up with this one. You know what I'm saying? You could self deletion either way. Like, what we doing? Like, come on, bro. Like, what we doing, bro? Hey, look, and then she keeps standing on it like, nah, that's not what. That's exactly what happened, bro. See, look, now she quiet. Look, you see now.
Well, any of those titles would have made for an awesome debate. I don't know what y'all
No,
talking
they
about.
Yeah, for
would
real.
not. Hey, yo.
Hold up. Which one of those did Rio take?
None of them. They did so. Hey, bro, could you imagine the first question in the rapid fire? Hey, did Harriet Tubman get hit in the head by a weight? Yep. Hey, this neurologist said that when you do that, you start to hear from God. Is that true? Well, see, hold on. Nah, bro, it's up all night after
How
that.
long was she out?
How long was she knocked out for? And when she woke up, did she start to see visions of God? Like, bro,
So she didn't hear nothing from God before.
hey, see, look, Evan. See this?
Yeah.
Hey, look. See this? This why y'all gotta go. Hold on, bro. Let's do this real quick. Did Harriet? I think it's a game. Tubman have TBI? Yes, Harriet Tubman suffered a traumatic brain injury around age 12 when an overseer threw a 2 pound lead weight striking her in the head. This injury resulted in lifelong severe
Oh, she
symptoms.
was 12 when that happened. That's
Yeah,
kind of like child abuse. Okay,
including
go on.
well, no, not yeah, that's how slavery worked, brother.
Yeah,
including
go ahead.
including uh disabling seizures, often described as temporal lobe epilepsy, intense headaches, and narcolepsy like sleeping spells. How
There
to
go
win that
Rio.
debate? How do you win that debate?
It would have
By
been a
proving
great
she heard from
debate.
God.
How?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they
You put
say
TBI.
she
It
heard from
doesn't
Yeah,
God.
matter.
once you
Hey look,
got hit in
hey
the
look.
head,
Yeah,
I don't care
what
who
you
you
can hear
say
from
you
God.
heard from.
Yeah,
You done
bro.
talk to God, Anunnaki,
Yeah, yeah, bro.
Peter Pan,
Yeah.
Tinkerbell. You got hit in the head. You talking to Drop Dead Fred and everybody.
Yo, she tried me though. That's the crazy part. Like, and look, because
Ain't
the
none of
first
y'all
time,
worth nothing.
look, because on the first rumble she tried it, and I was like, nah. And then on the second one, she was like, just take it. And then, but she was like, but we'll work the title out later. No, hold on. Like, and I said it. I gave the caveat. As long as it stays about hearing God's voice. Man, she threw that TBI in there, dog. I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't happening. What you doing?
So hold on, you're saying she
Okay,
did
so
hear God voice though, Anon?
all five of those
Because
have
my,
God's
my
voice
argument
in
would
them.
have been to find God's voice, right? Because there's an abstract way to talk about hearing God's voice that ain't got nothing to do with proving whether or not you heard a physical voice, right? This is the proper way that you should handle quote unquote religion either way. Hold on. What is you and Rio debate? I want to see what she tricked him on.
He
Hey,
said
what's
she
y'all
I
popping
didn't
topic?
and
trick
set
him into
niggas up.
anything.
Hey, yeah, I know.
She set niggas up, man.
Did a nigga dirty, bro. It did got mad at me. Nah, you ain't worth nothing. Bro, Dr. Mo,
Whoa,
having
hold on. Hey, now who's snoring?
Dr. Mo, sleep apnea,
She pulling a GQ.
GQ. We appreciate Dr. Mo though. Hey, I can't even see y'all title. What's the actual title, Akasha?
I don't know. I don't even remember who in the
Yeah,
world
I
made the
wouldn't I
debate
wouldn't
name.
remember it either. I
I
wouldn't
don't. I
remember it.
keep taking them one by one. I forgot about the KOT debate. I forgot that I had one with Blue. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna stay up here long. I just wanted to make sure that Blue wasn't gonna try to switch the definitions on me. That's all.
Yeah, man. Finish this night off.
Man, I can't find it, but I know she got him. I know she got him on the topic, bro. Hold on. Just go to the joint. Let me see. Let's see. See, this is what y'all be having to do to beat me, bro. This is crazy. It's all right though. All I gotta do is get into the playoffs. If I make it, I don't know if you're gonna make it with 2 losses though. I don't know. I went back and looked. Ain't nobody. Only 2 people going undefeated, and that's because they set a bunch of bogus ass topics. But
I say a lot of people about to have 2 losses. Not me, but the rest of y'all.
Yeah, you gonna have one. You can get out of there. You got your 5th one set up though?
Yeah. Let me see. No. Let me see. Me, you. Yeah. Technically, yeah. I got 5 set up. Cause me and Moo.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Apollo and Moo ain't gonna be easy. Them 2 debates. The topics ain't gonna.
What you debating? Move on.
Apollo is did Noble Drew Ali scam the black community.
Yeah, that's I already got your record at 4-1. Only other people that could knock me out
is the hip hop debate.
If Rob go undefeated, I'm in trouble. But he only got 3 debates set up right now. But he got a shot right now. Right now he got a shot to go undefeated though. Here we go. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, look. Hey, she kind of was Harriet Tubman's mission a result of divine revelation? You see, Akasha ain't shit.
What's the name of it?
Was Harriet Tubman's mission a result of divine revelation? Is she gonna get in there and argue TBI all night?
That's
who took that?
Rio.
I told you.
Oh my God.
I've already went to neurologist.
Oh, y'all, that's the debate y'all are going to.
Yeah, it's already locked in. Oh. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, so Blue. So you got some ones, bro, because you got to debate Rob. So here go Rob debates. Rob debate Blue. Are black folks critical for the Democratic Party's success? And Blue is the negative. Rob is the affirmative. I mean, you can look at the numbers and make this argument on Rob's side.
I was about to say, Blue, you think?
Nah, he did.
And then Rob debates Honey on, this is the one that's subjective, but, they both kind of rookie-ish. I think Rob may be, at that point, maybe a little more established, but Honey ain't no slouch, right? So,
yeah, Honey dope.
Did Booker T have the best plan for black people's liberation struggle? Right? And Rob is the affirmative on that.
That's
gonna argue WEB.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
she got a lot. Everything.
She got a lot. Yeah, she got a whole bunch of stuff that she can play with. So that's the one. But he only got, like I said though, he only got 3 lined up. So, Fi looking like he probably ain't gonna get no more L's. That Noble Draw League gonna be a problem for him though. And then
it's gonna be. I'm gonna go back and watch
I'm worried about
old videos.
I'm worried about my bro KOT with this corporal punishment, bro. He got talking about beating kids all night. And then what's your moo again?
Did hip hop have a more negative effect on the black community than a positive?
You the affirmative or the negative?
No, I'm saying it didn't. I'm saying it had more.
You saying it positive. Did not?
Did
hey
not.
Man, if he know how to argue that's an L for you, but it's
Nah. I mean, it's gonna be. That's why I said them last 2 debates aren't easy debates. They ain't just I got this locked in.
Nah, you do though. Hold on, I'm gonna update your joint right now. You 4-1. So right now I'm looking at.
I see what you do.
I'm looking at projections, so I know if I need to prep. Because look, I'm almost on some 1, 2, 3 Cancun. Right, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Right. I just need to know, am I making the playoffs or not? Because if I'm not, then I'm finna set my vacation.
Yeah.
Just keep it buck with y'all. Like, if I know I ain't making the playoffs, I'm going to Cancun. Just to keep it 100 bucks. Keep it totally a buck with you. So,
makes sense,
I just need to know you know, what the deal is. So I'm looking, you know, if everything stay the same, I'm gonna go 3 and 2. I don't know that
I
I
got
have Akasha.
one. I got one with one of the new guys. I can't remember who it is.
What else you got? You want to know? So you had that one, and you got the joint coming with Rio.
That's
Um,
not till May.
you got one with Courtney about the New Testament.
Courtney.
Can the
Yes,
New
that's his
Testament be
name.
recreated without the original text?
Hmm.
Yeah, I got him winning that one over you. I'm sorry.
You can't
Okay.
rewrite the word of God.
Hey, hey, New Testament
My bad. Let
technically
me
ain't the word
shut
of
up.
God. Hey, you know. And then this the one I'm worried about you though. That one you got against Blue. Does focusing on black crime distract from systemic police brutality? Why would you take the negative on that?
Honest to God, I don't even like
Too
when
high.
Angel said that that one was even in existence. I was like, huh? I was thinking, are you sure that's real?
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
You took the
I don't
negative.
remember.
Nigga, she
Pardon?
debating you. That's the crazy
I
Yeah,
part. You don't
don't
even
but I
know.
don't
remember.
think she took the. Hold on, say the title to that again.
Does focusing on black crime distract from systemic police brutality? You saying you took the negative? Hold on, we can go
Yeah, I
find
took the
out right now.
negative on that.
Hold on, I can go look right now. Mm, nah, she got you in there as the affirmative.
I think I should be the negative.
Yeah, well, go ahead and
I have to go back and watch that show.
yeah, go ahead and work that out. But you the first person, so that means you viewed as the affirmative. I've been peeped that.
Yeah, we might have to check that because I think that was your title, wasn't it?
That's you and Akasha. I don't know. That's between y'all.
Come
I'm thinking
on.
about.
Right.
I'm thinking for the rest of the season though. Every time I come home, my mask gonna say something crazy about the chat. Sponsored by ftechat.com. Sponsored by Chat Rats Don't Know Shit. Like all types of. Let's just go ahead and get it out the way.
You sound mad. You mad. I can't argue with you.
Who mad? I'm beyond mad. You know, I'm beyond mad. So yeah. Um, but we good.
Yeah, I think I'm. Yes. Yeah, I think I'm the negative. I was gonna click on that.
So you want to be the negative? Yeah. Make sure you hit up Psycho Angel. Get that where it need to be. So yeah, that's a dub. That's a dub for you then, Akasha. Blue ready to put on
No, that
another
ain't no
parachute.
fucking job. Oh, God. I put up the cap for that.
Blue, how many
Yeah.
losses you got? Just one so far?
Nah, you got two.
Yeah.
Nah, you
Two
got
other
two right now.
losses.
Hold on, let me see.
Courtney.
You lost to Courtney. Yeah, nah, you got two because I mean, you're gonna lose to me. So that's the only one I count right now.
Nah, that's over with. That's
You said that's over.
easy work. Yeah, that's
Hold on,
easy work.
wait, time out. So Nat
That
Turner's
that
rebellion, Nat Turner rebellion was it was sudden in your opinion?
that shit is damn near
Oh no,
done.
no, hold on. No, I just want to know, was it sudden? That's all I want to know.
So sudden the only word in that definition.
Oh, the rest of it we're gonna deal with, but I just want to know, is it
Okay.
sudden?
That's
Yeah,
the definition.
Yeah.
that's a simple.
Yeah.
Nat Turner's rebellion was sudden.
Yes.
Hey, Blue, can I ask you a question?
Mm.
What was he convicted of?
What you think?
I already know. I'm asking you if you know.
What does that matter though? You think you gonna bring his charges up? as the
No,
way
not
he
his
get
char-
around.
not his charges.
I
His
mean,
actual
well,
conviction.
yeah. I mean, either way, you gonna
You know
bring up
what?
what he
Wait,
was
time out.
convicted for, and that's gonna
You know.
save you
Hold on.
from what he did.
You know how his conviction came about, right?
Mm-hmm.
How?
So, what about it?
Through his verbal confession.
Okay, I'm still.
Hey,
I
yeah, we're gonna have
don't
a
get
great
what you.
time. Yeah, don't worry about it, brother. You know, I'm not gonna give you the whole argument.
I'm
Yeah, but
saying like, bro, that
I
talk.
don't like you're in the same Harriet Tubman predicament, right? You don't see that.
Oh yeah, I definitely
You
do.
just said
I
it.
definitely do. Definitely do.
You just said it.
And I definitely do. Here's the funny thing though. Hold on, let me help you. Let me help you. Let me help you real quick. Let me help you real quick. The difference is you gotta prove now that his quote unquote crash out was sudden, based on distress, and just happened out the blue. No pun intended.
No, sir.
No
You tried.
pun.
You tried.
Well, I'm sorry, brother. What is the word? What does the word sudden mean? What does the word sudden mean?
Hey, sudden is speaking about timing, buddy.
I got you, bro. I'm just trying to help you so that way you know you can try to pull what old boy pulled the other night.
That's just speaking of timing.
It's not looking good
Occurring,
for you, Blue.
occurring or done quickly with unexpectedly or without warning.
Mm.
How do you think that helps you?
Yeah, you ain't read the story yet.
Oh man. Okay.
Hey, yeah, we have a, really,
You have to
really.
frame that around your argument. Like
I just have
how
to use the word. I
I'm
just
trying
have
to
to use
figure
the
out
word.
what are you reading that works for you. You ain't read nothing that tilts anything in your direction.
You positive about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No.
appreciate that. No, hey, look, notice I'm not sitting here
One
talking
thing.
crazy. I'm not sitting here talking crazy like, oh, I'm a scrape you, boo. Like,
I
I've
know.
seen it. I've seen enough around here to know that that's not the case. But I'll say this. I'll say this. You definitely got your hands full. And because I am upset, and I'm extremely upset, you're definitely going to get the best meat you've ever seen. I will say that.
It's only a few directions you can go.
I only need to get it right once.
All of them directions lead you back to the
That's what I'm
same,
talking about. Crank this face off up. Talk y'all shit.
same direction. All roads lead back to Turkey. Like, there's
I
no
like
getting
that.
around that.
I love that angle. I mean, I knew that would be your angle. That's got to be your only angle.
Hey,
So, like I said, we'll have an amazing fight night.
we know it happened all of a sudden. It's just we gonna argue what happened all of a sudden. That's all. But it's a fact it happened all of a sudden, and it's a fact that the stress and the condition was overwhelming. There's no question of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a great point, brother. That's a great point. That's an amazing point. You know what? That's it. Game over. I lose. Let's read this Merriam-Webster. Cause I couldn't believe I couldn't believe that crash out was actually in the dictionary. Right? That's when I got excited, bro.
I don't know how
Now
you think that's
notice,
gonna feel you.
That's
now
what I
notice
just
it.
said. I can't believe crash out is in the dictionary.
Yeah. So, but listen to the definition: to become suddenly uncontrollably angry or distressed. Now it doesn't say and, right? So this words matter, right? That's what I learned. I just learned this the other day, like how serious we take words around here, right? So doesn't matter how great you frame a thing, words are gonna matter at the end of the day, brother, right?
Yeah.
So um
You saying there was nothing sudden?
no, no. That's what this is exactly what I'm saying. I am saying it definitely was not sudden.
Oh, okay.
Once again, I'm just asking once again. And the best thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm even gonna put uncontrollably to the test. I just want you to know I'm definitely gonna put uncontrollably to the test that night.
You know not
Right?
to do that, bro.
Who don't? Who don't? What are you
Out
sure?
of all of the words in there, bro.
Yes, are you
Why
sure?
is that word?
Are you sure? Are
I'm
you sure?
positive. I'm positive.
Yeah, we're gonna have an amazing time, bro.
I'm positive.
Yeah, amazing time. So, so in your perspective, he was just an uncontrollable, angry crash out from the distress of slavery. Slavery.
Wouldn't you be?
No, not at all. I would actually I would have leaned more to the way he did it. Just to be honest, I probably would have been a little more uh deeper in the way that he did it, but he did it amazingly, right? He did it amazingly. The way that it happened, it was incredible. Yeah, yeah. No, I would definitely say he wasn't
You
out of
know I
control.
have his words, right?
We both have his words. We both have the support of the people that rode with him. Um, yeah, bro. Um,
His words.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's just gonna be fun to see how you frame Crash Out. That's really, and I know you enough to know. I know you enough to know pretty much the space where you're gonna come from, right?
Cause you
Um,
ain't gonna frame it like that definition. I don't care what y'all
nah,
saying.
Blueface, he's gonna take now. I'll give him this. He's gonna take Crash Out and make it a freedom fighter conversation, right? That's some way, shape, or form, and that's what you better do that, right? That's the space you better go in.
Okay.
Um,
So what he did made sense.
100%. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was completely logical.
yeah, yeah. 100%. 1,000,000%.
According to whose standard?
According to what he said.
Okay.
And look, even according to most of the white folks who was against him, they understood the point of it.
Mm.
It's crazy. You finna sit here and sound like a goddamn slaver all night. Kind of self-respecting black man gonna say Nat Turner crashed out. When you hate
I'm
black
saying
people.
trying not to say nothing. That'd be the hardest part about having these conversations with him.
Hey, you can say look, me and Blue don't care. I'm gonna be honest. Me and Blue really don't care. Y'all can have all the arguments about it. We can argue about it right now. We just playing right now. I want to hear what you got to say about it, honestly, fuck.
Yeah,
So for me, when he mentioned the conviction, why I think he brought it up is because based on his conviction, it wasn't out the blue, it wasn't random. He was convicted of planning an insurrection. That's not a crash out.
Yeah, boy.
because he was convicted of planning.
Yeah,
Man,
like that's
opening.
his whole thing was conspiring and making plans to eliminate whites.
So as long as you planning, you not crashing out.
It's not even just as long as you plan it. It's the way they plan it, right? It is extremely. Yeah, it's just we're gonna have a great one, bro. This is gonna be one of them classic A9 blues. We ain't had one of these in a few years. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
man, I can't wait
yeah,
to use my
yeah.
sample. Boy.
Oh yeah, me too. Me
Wouldn't it
too.
be a
Me-
crash out to know something's gonna end in your death and you do it anyway?
You say what, Akasha?
Ooh.
You said, wouldn't it be a crash out to know something's gonna end in your death, but you do it anyway?
You sound muffled. Can y'all hear what she said?
Nah, I
Nah.
can't hear.
I said, can you hear me now?
We hear you. You just
Alright,
sound
let me
muffled.
see.
You said,
Can
wouldn't
you
it
hear
be
me
a
now?
crash out of what? Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
wouldn't it be a crash out if you know that something you were going to do is going to end up in your death, but you do it anyway in that crash out?
No, not at all. Not at
Okay.
all. Not at all. Hey, yeah, I love it. I love this. Like, no, not at all. And that's definitely a part of the conversation. Not at all.
Ooh, boy. You in trouble, man.
Hey, bro, you right, bro. I am. Because if I lose again, I'm definitely not gonna make the playoffs, right? And I've never not made the playoffs, so I know I'm in trouble, right?
Yeah,
But you know
you
the, you
probably
know,
in
but you
trouble
know
a
the,
lot.
you know the,
Yeah.
you know the best thing about not giving a shit no more. You really just don't give a shit. Like, I ain't got nothing to lose, nigga.
Put it all on the table.
Got nothing to lose, nigga.
That's a wrap,
Like, that's the
bro.
best part, bro. I got nothing to lose, bro. And then the dopest part is this one really isn't my favorite. Um, so even to address Akasha's point, because like to me it don't matter. Um, from a psychological perspective, he's not out of control when he's doing this. He's not illogical. When you read all the testimony, when you listen to everything, there are some people around him that are out of control and illogical, definitely, right? But he is not at all.
Man,
He's not
boy.
even look, he's
You
not
in
even out of
trouble even
control. He's
saying
not
that.
even oh no, I'm not.
You gonna say that in a debate
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna prove it. I'm
that
gonna
there was
prove it.
people around him, bro?
Yeah. Oh yes. I almost want to ask
You,
this question. I
bro,
almost want to ask this question, bro.
you in
But like
trouble.
it'll basically give the debate away for you. But I do so bad want to ask one question, right? Um, but I do because I know you such a crafty little squirrel suit wearer. Um, that I gotta hope something's close to the best. Uh, and here we got a lot of information about his state of mind at that time, though. So you saying just so I'm clear, you saying that Nat was he was just suddenly distressed or suddenly uncontrollable? No,
No, not. I mean,
well, no, this is the
all of
definition. So
those don't technically go together, but
no, it
uh,
does. That's the
yeah,
best part about the way this definition is
but
out
yeah,
there as a phrasal verb. Is to become suddenly uncontrollable or suddenly uncontrollably angry or suddenly distressed. Was he suddenly either one of those?
was he suddenly? Those don't all go together, bro. Those don't all go together. But the action was sudden. It was definitely all of a sudden. You can hear me?